It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the best of the NFC are on a collision course. It's the Saints and the Packers under the lights on Monday night.
It's the only fan-owned franchise here in the NFL. And tens of thousands of those fans have their cheeseheads on, and it filled the stands of historic Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Kate Scott and Brock Hewer with a bird's-eye view of this one, which some could call, Brock, a playoff preview. Both teams locked into the postseason, and they might even run into each other again on the road to that Super Bowl.
Yeah, Kay, these are so fun and kind of tricky, right? There's so much conversation. Well, what do we show? Do we want to show too much? What if we see them down the road? And I've always felt this way, and I don't think it will ever change.
We are ready to go amidst the snow this December night. And here we go from Lambeau. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
A win is a win for him, whether he goes for 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, Kate, or maybe he just finds the end zone once like last week. And being the team first guy he is, he'd be more than happy to end the game with just 1 touchdown pass, or maybe even no touchdown passes, so long as they get the win in the end.
Completes this one to Hill. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a New Orleans first down. Carr off the play fake. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. First and 10 from the 41. Working out of the gun. It's Carr. That's incomplete left side. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. So it'll be second down. They go play action with Carr. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Nearly an interception on that play. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Throwing again, it's Carr. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. So now it's the Packers getting out on offense for their opening drive. Bringing them out, someone who wowed last year in his first chance as a starter, Jordan Love.
For 3 years, well, we waited on Jordan Love. He got to watch one of the greats do it in Aaron Rodgers, and it wasn't until last year they finally gave him the keys. Well, and the wait was worth it. He put on a show a season ago. 32 touchdowns, just 11 interceptions in a year that nobody anticipated the Packers. And so many of their young players could grow and emerge into a playoff team. They did just that. Nobody questioned Jordan Love's physical traits. It was the accuracy. It was the anticipation. It was the nuance to play in the position. He answered all of those and more with the breakout season a year ago.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Takes the handoff, now Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Throw left side to Watson. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Sent to the ground by Pete Werner. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Going run again with Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short 3rd down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
1st down, and they go right back to him. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Love from the gun. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. The rookie out of Alabama, they're on the tackle. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a 1st down. They've reached midfield, Brock, and this new set of downs is going to begin the march into enemy territory. They go counter, it's Jacobs. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. So we're through 1 as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We'll return to historic Lambeau Field after this. Time for our 2nd quarter. It'll be Packer football to begin. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. They stick with Jacobs. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, these DNs love to get after the quarterback, but the most well-rounded of them are the guys who can anchor your run defense too. Mission accomplished.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9.
Here we go, set.
Shotgun now for Love. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And just like that, a really good drive is taken away with an INT.
Sure was a lot of promise on that series, right? That's a small silver lining for them at the very least, but probably won't be much comfort now. And it's going to feel even worse when this quarterback watches the tape tomorrow.
And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Running right, it's Kamara. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Cameron Johnston on the punt. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. And this one's out of the side of the end zone. Was trying to get that precise aim, but he was off the mark. It's going to be a touchback. out and set, 1st and 10.
Go! Ready?
Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On target to Musgrave. And the nice pickup ends beyond the 35 as he goes out. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Ready up!
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Set! Go!
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go!
Love out of the shotgun. Gets this one to Watson. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Kid, I was on the field with a young high school quarterback just last week, and I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other and give him a chance to make a play.
They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll be 1st down Packers. We're to the 2-minute warning from Lambeau. And it's the Packers with a 1st and 10. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
Ready, ready! Hut, hut.
On the handoff, here's Jacobs. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Set, go!
Going to the ground again on 1st. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That's why you often see some mix, some high percentage pass plays on 1st and 10. You got to keep a defense honest. They're always looking for a run in that situation and a chance to stack them up for 2nd and long.
Hauled in by Musgrave. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Green Bay 1st down.
Let's go now!
Handoff here to Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Third and 4 coming up now.
Go!
To the air with Love. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here. Yep, as expected. They go to the ground to start this one off. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. That's halftime here in Green Bay. The Cheeseheads with plenty to cheer about as their Packers had the lead. Now, we'll catch up with the rest of the league later on. We're right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Jaden Reed to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Packers and Josh Jacobs about set to go on offense. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a first down.
Here we go. Set.
Play fake. It's Love. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Jacobs running behind center. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Watson with the catch. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Let's go.
And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Throwing, Love. Completes this one to Kraft. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And it'll be first down, Packers.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Running right, here's Jacobs. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now.
19 Lions. Go.
Here's Love to throw. Into double coverage. Ooh, don't want to do that, and he's there for the interception. That's Demario Davis. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first.
He's got it inside the 10. It's a New Orleans touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
Zuerlein with the extra point. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. It's Keyshawn Nixon with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Packers and this running back headed back out for a new series. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting second right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. They run it with Jacobs. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Come on, set. Check go.
2nd and 8. Finds his man. It's Kraft. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Green Bay first down. We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's Packers football, and they know what they need to do. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set up.
Love looking to pass. That's complete to Musgrave. And he's a yard or two shy of the 30 before going out. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's a give to Jacobs. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards of the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. Here we go, set. Ready.
Now a run with Jacobs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Go.
Jacobs with it. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Here's Jacobs. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down.
Let's go.
Back to the well again. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. They'll run, Jacobs. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal.
Ready. Check go.
Again, it's Jacobs. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Packers take a 4th quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers push their lead to 3. On now is McManus to kick this away. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the return at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to go now. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. Carr now on 1st and 10. Gets this one to Shaheed. There it is. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 4th quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half and puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Saints take a 4-point lead. Zuerlein has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Nixon now to return it. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. They've got first down from the 31. Hand off to the back. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
This one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Looking to throw it. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. He'll look to throw it. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. To throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. And the Saints make the play that should win them this game.
There's some serious self-scouting going on right now. What is this quarterback not seeing that has led to these 3 interceptions in just this game? And then overall, what is this offense doing that has this defense glued in coverage-wise to every route combination they're trying to throw?
And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Packers take their first time out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Another run for Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that 3rd down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. So this will win on the road for the Saints. And this winning streak continues.